Everyone's always rushing. It's become a way of life. It all begins with the morning rush hour to work when you're literally speeding short of Formula One racing. Of course, if it weren't for the forever slow mo drivers, never ending bottlenecks, and senseless jams. Before you've even started your day, the adrenaline, in a not so good way, kicks in. The day starts with the Punjabi MC. No, not the singer, but you're on Delhi roads. Take a guess. Guess what's the default language? So the MC, BC, and the finger emojis are live in action now, and the F word cannot give you the satisfaction you need. And imagine if that's the start of your day, what kind of tone have you set for the rest of the day? Then comes the lunch hour, or time for the school kids to come back home. The jams continue on certain bottlenecks, but the Delhi drivers are the same. It's unfortunate they just zip drive any which ways. We all must make way for the school children to go first or let them cross the road with their parents. But the taxi cabs and auto rig drivers are mostly ignorant and so many unfortunate accidents take place. What's the hurry? Here, it's always me first. And the me first drivers are mostly the ones causing the jams and accidents or even triggering the angry birds that further cause chaos. Then comes the time to head home for the working people. Tolls are jammers here, period. Smooth flow is not an operator, but Delhi drivers must keep moving so lanes are violated. And taxi cabs are in toll avoiding non-commercial lane to escape and are further creating a jam. More so, the toll collectors are aware and stop them at various points ahead. The zigzag jigsaw game has already begun. Then there are the private car drivers who will take any lane less taken and rush every inch to make sure they block the other one approaching the same lane, and they fight till the end. Result? More jams and more anger to top that. And God forbid if the weather gods decide to be kind and it rains. God alone knows for what reason the jam is guaranteed. And now in anticipation, people start leaving work early. Weather forecast is literally traffic forecast. Red light is for losers. Here, even if it's green to go for you, you still need to watch out for the bikers or some rushing cab or auto drivers or even private car pirates who think it's okay to keep driving. Yeah, bash on regardless. Rules, anyone? Rules are there for a reason. We are civilized people and don't live in a jungle. But wait a minute. The word jungle pretty much sums up driving in Delhi. Overtaking is supposed to be from right, but feel free to use the left lane or center, or if you're angry, drive past someone and block your blocker. Some people refuse to give you way, and if you've overtaken them or even tried to overtake from the left, where, wait a minute, some biker or cyclist is coming from the opposite direction, LOL. Well, so what's the way out? Defensive driving? Trucks and buses are the mafias of the road, proving that size does matter. Comply or be square. And then there is this honking which is to be done when required, but here it's abused for no reason. Some people press the horn like they're playing a keyboard. This is the mindless and irritating variety, and when we actually need to honk to request someone to make way, people don't respond, as if your horn was on mute. Do horn sounds need to be a gunshot sound? Maybe that will come soon too. And the WIP, the work in progress, takes the cake here. Remember seeing the signboards? Well, they seem like slow work in progress, and since most of them have no punctuation, they actually seem and end up like slow work, no progress. So who's up for off-roading? No, I mean all expenses paid during road tax, etc., etc. Now your daily routes are equipped with the off-roading track. You don't have to go anywhere. Endless potholes and diggings, like the literal excavations, not fixed forever. And your favorite navigator, Google Maps, further spruces up the experience, taking you to the dingy lanes that lead to dead ends. Roads are mended only after a drastic accident takes place, and when they're done, you think your car won't need to go for overhauling, and every fortnight it ends up. Then there's this tendency to blame the women drivers. Well, while some may be actually slow and cautious, appreciate the effort. Not everyone is the same, and don't yell at old people or curse them for being slow. Try your faculties at old age. You don't know if someone's got a genuine physical or medical problem, or perhaps that day they gathered the courage to step out in the nightmare zone so they could not be dependent or on anyone, and or perhaps they had no option. You don't know what's going on in others' lives and minds, but you can be mindful and not add to the now violent world. Driving in Delhi is an emotional nightmare with a stampede. It's like a jungle. People reach office frustrated, they come home exhausted with no time for themselves or family, and the cycle repeats. Why not respect time and leave on time and do your bit to avoid the rush and temperamental warfare, of course? All the plans these days are made according to the traffic and not your convenience and will. How about we do our bit to change that? Let's not join the ignorant fools as they operate out of their limited understanding. It's not mission impossible after all.